If you're a business owner considering an S Corporation, the first thing to know is that it's not a traditional business entity. It's an IRS tax election option that's available to eligible businesses. In a nutshell, electing to be an S Corporation allows limited liability companies and C Corporations to receive special tax treatment. If this is something you're considering, the election can have some significant advantages for your business. First off, it may decrease the self-employment tax burden on members of an LLC. Normally, an LLC is considered a pass-through tax entity. What this means is that the LLC's profits pass through to its owners, also known as its members, personal tax returns. But with an S Corporation, only wages and salaries are subject to self-employment taxes. So any profits paid as distributions are not subject to Social Security and Medicare taxes. If you're a C Corporation, a potential advantage is avoiding the sting of double taxation. As a C Corp, you pay income tax on profits at the corporate tax rate. Then, profits that the C Corporation distributes as dividends get taxed again on the shareholder's individual tax return. However, with the S Corporation election, the corporation's profits and losses flow through to its shareholders' personal tax returns and are not taxed at the corporate rate. There are other advantages as well, like providing personal liability protection for business owners, allowing LLCs to retain their ease of administration, allowing for transfer of ownership, and boosting the credibility of the business. On the flip side, it may not be ideal for every business. There are some potential disadvantages you should consider before making an election. Here's a few for example. S corporations may not have more than 100 shareholders. They may come under closer scrutiny by the IRS and other tax authorities. There's no uniform S corporation tax treatment across states. There's only one class of stock allowed, and owners who do substantial work for the company are considered employees, which, of course, brings greater payroll responsibilities. If you think electing S corporation status sounds like the right move for you, your LLC or corporation, you'll want to first ensure you meet all the requirements. This includes being a domestic business. That means the company must have been formed or incorporated within the United States. All shareholders must be U.S. citizens or legal residents. Additionally, shareholders may be individuals, certain trusts or estates, but may not be partnerships, corporations, or non-resident aliens. The company cannot have more than 100 shareholders and can only have one class of stock. It cannot be an ineligible corporation. Ineligible corporations, as defined by the IRS, are certain financial institutions, insurance companies, and domestic international sales corporations. To start an S corporation election, LLCs and C corporations must have the unanimous support of their members or shareholders, and they will need to file IRS Form 2553. And the timing of this is very important. New LLCs and C corporations must file within the first 2 months and 15 days after formation. On the other hand, existing entities must file within the first 2 months and 15 days after the beginning of the tax year. Also, keep in mind, some states require a separate special filing if a business wants to be treated as an S corporation for state income tax purposes. And lastly, don't forget about payroll. An S corporation shareholders who are involved in the day-to-day business operations are considered employees of the company. This means they must also receive reasonable compensation through the company's payroll. S corporation elections can feel both time-consuming and confusing if you're unfamiliar with it. That's where we come in. Along with assisting you with other critical business filings, CorpNet can also help you properly obtain S corporation election status by preparing and filling out Form 2553 on your behalf. We take care of all the paperwork for you.